remember she sat down next to me and I don't even remember what I said, but I just recall she was in the nurse's outfit and she had like a handful. This is hysterical. She had a handful of like Fruit Loops, okay, that she just got from craft service table. She was like, hi, I got 5 seconds. Grab a handful of Fruit Loops. She gets back and she like sits down next to me because we're about to do the scene where she talks about Linus. And she sits down and she just all, so tell me about you. And she just like looks around and she had like a little pocket. And she poured all of her little, and she sat there eating Fruit Loops off of her chest. Princess Leia. So tell me about you.
That's the great secret of Carrie Fisher. The Princess Leia was cool, but Carrie Fisher was badass.
She was like a biker or something. And then meeting all those people, like got to meet Billy D. Lando.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Oh my God. Met Lando. And he plays a judge named Judge Reinhold, right? Which is hysterical. Because there's an actor named Judge Reinhold. So when Billy D shows up the first day, Kristen Bell, who's in the movie, I think she was like the only girl in the whole movie, and all these guys are nerding out, standing around in a circle, like, oh my God, Lando, Billy D is coming on set today. Oh my God, and we're all standing there, and it's all these guys and Kristen. And then his limo pulls up, and out comes Billy D. And he was, because he's older, and so he gets up, he's got this cane, he gets out real slow, and he walks up to everybody, so he was driving for a while, and we're all standing in a circle, and we're like, oh, hi, Billy D, how are you? And he's just, oh, hi, how you doing, yeah? Nice to meet you. Hi, good to see you. And he gets all the way around, all the guys, and he gets to Kristen, and he goes, well, what do we have here? And then he just turns into Lando. And he like planned that. He knew, and then he just suddenly he brightened up and everyone started cracking up. It was great, man. It was great. Yeah, it's wonderful when you meet your heroes like that and they're like cool people and you can talk to them. I love doing that movie. I love Star Wars growing up. Playing Hutch was basically just like an invitation to be a kid again.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell by the way you were talking about meeting Carrie Fisher and Billy D. Like, that was not an acting part of the movie for you.
No, not at all.
That's great.
That was wild. I didn't get to meet, I have yet to meet Shatner.
Well, he's here this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I don't know if you remember we were in that movie together 10 years ago. We didn't do any scenes together. We were in those scenes together, but... So, unlike your character then, you believe that you can be both a Star Wars and Star Trek fan at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Equal opportunity. Sci-fi person. Yeah, both of those. Like, my favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back, but... Yes.
I had a feeling you weren't alone in that.
Yeah, it's a tie between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Empire Strikes Back. But, wait, what were we just talking about a second ago?
Being both Star Trek and Star Wars.
Yeah, so, but Wrath of Khan, oh my God. That movie as a kid just blew my mind. Like, just the idea that you had, I was talking about this on my podcast the other day, because Captain Kirk, he's just so, oh my God, he's not here, is he? Never do the impression for the person. Ever, don't ever do it. And then you have Ricardo Montalban. I chase him round the moons of Nevaris. He was so, It was like just seeing that as a kid, like, that guy is so over the top, but that guy, oh my God, he is so over the top. Like, wow, it was like, I love watching that movie. And even, right, everyone liked Wrath of Khan. You guys seen that?
In this room, yeah.
Odds are very good. Yeah, I think he's one of the best. Still to this day, is probably one of the best movie villains in a long time. He was like quoting Shakespeare. Yeah. Vengeance is a dish that is best served cold, something like that.
Something.
Space. What is it? Space is a dish that is best served with a side of cocktail sauce. Something like that.
We're paraphrasing.
Space is a raw bar. Some oysters. I'm talking about. I'm hungry. That's what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Award winner.
What's going on?
I think at this point, I see, it's hard to tell from here what the way the lighting is, but I think we have some fans lined up for questions. Is that accurate out there?
And if you do have questions, you will receive a gift from me.
In the form of an answer, I imagine.
I'm hearing this reverb and I'm loving it. Did that mess with you guys' ears or something? Sorry about that. Felt good to me.
Do we have a question over here? I can't tell what the light smoke is.
I'm going to talk like Peter Dinklage. From the recent movie where he was the biggest dwarf in the world. Right? Which one was that?
Okay, I know I see a line over here. Is there a line?
Stand up at, like,
Do we have two lines? So, yes? Okay, let's start over on this side and we'll bounce back and forth.
I
Go ahead.
promise I'm not a prop comic. Where are you?
It'll be over here on the left. It's hard to see. Just so you know,
There you are.
Your shadows to us right now.
Hi Dan, my name is Simon. First of all, thank you for coming to the Comic-Con.
My pleasure.
My question is, as we all know, the Fantastic Beasts series is written by J.K. Rowling herself. Did you, for the case of your work, got to meet J.K. Rowling herself? Did she interact with you, spoke with you about your character and how you were to perform it, and even bring out some backstory about him, since she has a habit of writing down the biographies of all her characters?
Yeah. Are you a sci-fi? Wave your hand again. There you are. Are you a sci-fi guy or like a modern noir guy?
All of them.
If you had to choose one.
I'd say sci-fi.
Okay, good. Here, walk up and give you this comic book while I answer your question.
I wasn't kidding about the prizes, you guys.
But first, I've many prizes. Enjoy. And then come to the table later and I'll sign it for free, man. Whoa. Okay, wait, what was your question? Oh yeah, okay. So, I'm a little jet lagged. So JK, the first time I met her, I was very jet lagged actually. And I was right off the plane. And she was also very tired because she was up all night writing. And it was so like whirlwind. Like I got off the plane and they were like, okay, rehearsal here, you're gonna, whatever, you're gonna try this on and take some pictures. And, okay, now you're meeting JK. You're like, oh my God, okay. Wow, and then they pushed me to this room with her, and it was, all I remember was like her, and she was like glowing. It was like, I was like, whoa, she's got this aura, And then she like knows she has this aura. So she's just all playing it down. Oh, hello, hi, well, don't come in now. And then, I don't know what I sound like right now, but, and next to her, she stands up, and there was a script that was from the floor over her head like this, stacked like that. And I was like, I don't know what to say to her right now. So the only thing I thought to say was like I pointed at the stack and I was just like, do I have to memorize all that? You know? And then she started laughing, which was a good icebreaker. And then she goes, no, that's, and she said, no, that's everything. And how I interpreted that was all 5 movies. Like she wrote it already, man. She wrote it like during her breaks during the first Potter movies. Like that's how her mind works. Like she's been cultivating this Newt Scamander story for years. I think she's, you know how George Lucas wrote all 9 of those stories like years ago, and then was like, I'm gonna start in the middle. Like I feel like that's what she's doing here. She's got universes just packed away in little folds in her mind. And what she said to me about my character was, which was very helpful right at the beginning. She said, I love Jacob. You remind me of Ron Weasley, right? And I thought, oh God, what a great direction, because he gets to do everything, man. Like he's the sidekick, he gets to be the clown, yeah, but he also gets the girl, he gets to be a hero, he gets to be the king, like, right? It's like he gets to do everything, so I was like, oh my God. And then she's given me little breadcrumbs along the way. I was like, man, I already know that this is the greatest character I'll ever play, ever. I just know that already.
Time will tell.
What?
Time will tell, I guess.
Yes, it will tell. Won't it? Did someone record me saying that? You will show it to me 30 years from now, exactly.
We'll play it as you're accepting your Academy Award.
Yes!
Okay, next question over here. Thank you for yours.
Hi, I just want to know what was the craziest memory from filming Fantastic Beasts? Or another movie if you don't have one.
Oh, yeah, sure. The craziest thing. You like modern noir or sci-fi? Sci-fi. Okay. Come here. Here you go. You come to, yeah, you got it. Wait, oh yeah, what was the question?
Crazy memory from
Fantastic Beasts. All I can think about right now is, okay, so John Voight, okay? John Voight. You know John Voight? Midnight Cowboy, man. Like that's how, like, this is one of those performances, one of these actors where you grow up and you're like, okay, this guy's a legendary actor. Regardless of what you think about, you know, his politics or whatever, the guy is a legend. And we're all on set that first movie, and it's crazy because I'm like, oh my God, I'm hanging out with Ron Perlman. Like, what? You know? Like, I grew up watching these guys and wanting to have careers like them, and they're coming up to me going, good job, son. You know? This is crazy. And I remember one day, we were on set, and I had my daughters there with me. I had my second daughter wasn't born yet. My first daughter was with me, and she was like, I don't know, 3 or something, 4. And I remember she was like, I'm gonna call action. I'm gonna call action when I get there. And I was like, okay, all right, you know, we'll see. And I remember the director was like, oh, she's so adorable. And it got to the point where they were gonna, you know, okay, say action. And she was just like, she just like clammed up. And then she got really embarrassed. And then she started, you know, got sad. And she's like, hey, you can't just say it, you know? And I was like, oh, honey, you know. And so my wife takes her outside, and I'm finished my scene, and I come out, I'm like, where is she, you know? And it's my wife and a couple other people, and my daughter running around frolicking. Yay! You know, having the greatest time in the world. And there's John Voight, you know, playing Duck Duck Goose. I was just like, that is so surreal to me that, oh man, it just, when, you know, like I said, like when you're able to be around your heroes and your icons and they're just real people, and then my daughter will, you know, she'll have that memory for her entire life. She may not even know who that Academy Award winning legend was she was playing Duck Duck Goose with, but what she hears later, you know, she's gonna be like, oh my God.
You have to do is wait until she's old enough and find John Voight's most violent, bloodiest movie. And sit her down and watch it and go, oh yeah, he played Duck Duck Goose with you one time. Anyway, pleasant dreams.
He was in Deer Hunter, right? Let's watch Deer Hunter, honey. Yeah, like Deliverance. Yikes.
What do you know, 11? Yeah, you can watch Deer Hunter.
You're ready for Deliverance. No, let's not go there. On that note, what happened to Burt Reynolds?
Well, he died.
Oh, God. Like I said, I've been out of the loop. Did he die?
He died.
I'm a complete asshole. Poor guy. 6 months ago. Where have I been? Did he die?
He did die, yeah.
Now I'm really sad. I think he'll probably blue force
Blue
ghosts
Ghosts, yeah.
some point
Just to real fanboys.
into my room and just be like, I saw that awkward thing that happened at that Comic-Con. Still chewing gum from the beyond. Laughing at me. That's cool, that'll happen.
But because of the way like the crossover from the spiritual world works, it's not actually going to be Burt Reynolds. It's just going to be Norm Macdonald doing an impression of Burt Reynolds. That's how they'll appear to you.
Wow.
Trust me, I'm a scientist. I know these things.
I know.
Thank you for your question.
Very spiritual.
Next question over here.
Hello. Yeah.
Are you here?
Back on this side.
Hi. I'm like a fish, I have no shortcut.
All right, I will make this question nice and short then.
Good. Before you ask,
Yes.
noir or sci-fi?
I'm gonna be original. I'll say noir.
Well, well, well. Okay, what's your question? Hey, I know you. Give us a song.
I don't know which one.
What's your question?
All right then. I guess.
Everyone on stage gets a bottle
Will
of
you
water.
sign that one as well? All right. Well, I was just wondering. Well, you said you like both Star Wars and Star Trek fairly equally. Which geekness would make you nerd out like we are right now, like dress up and go to a con and oh my god, I'm meeting this person. Like now or when you were a kid? You remember?
Excellent question. You want to go? You can sit there. I just have this comfy seat back here.
Would you like a seat?
That is hilarious. That is so funny. What was your question again?
Which goldfish, he said. Which fandom makes you geek
No,
out
I'm
as
just
much as
kidding,
we all
totally
geek out?
kidding. I have a great story about Bill Murray. He's the guy that, like, I get it. Like, sometimes I get somebody come up to my table and they're like, I was gonna ask you something and my face is doing something weird. Like, I get it, man. Like you meet someone that you really appreciate their work and your brain goes out the window sometimes and your motor skills like go south. And that happened to me with Bill Murray. And and then you start like saying like, so I guess my answer would be Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters so much. Yeah. Although I haven't met Harrison Ford yet. Like, if I met Harrison Ford, I might turn into a puddle as well. But because he like between Raiders and Empire, like I said before, like he just formed my childhood. But Bill Murray was in Ghostbusters. He was the kind of hero that I was like, oh, I can emulate that. I like that. He's a badass, and he's a wise ass, and he's funny, but he's saving the world, you know. And so I felt like, you know, Han Solo's up here, and you know, Indiana Jones up here, but Peter Venkman was very relatable. And when I met him, I turned to goo. I turned to ectoplasm. I had to hold on to a banister. Like it was weird. Like, has anyone ever had that happen to them before? You want to hear the story?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna finish
Yeah, so what happens is your brain goes south, and then you start saying like the worst thing you could possibly say. So he was doing voiceover for Garfield. Okay, you know he did the voice for the Garfield movie, and he looked very grumpy. He was not happy, and he came down on the break, and my buddy was the technician. He was like, "Man, I gotta